channel. Here we are going to see class 8 first lesson, that is crop production and management. What are crops? How are they produced and how they are managed? This is about these things in the lesson. Let's see what they are. What are crops? Crops are the plants which are cultivated in a large scale. Why plants are grown? Because plants are autotrophs. You may have learned in 7th class, and I have already posted it about what are autotrophs, what are the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs. You can visit my channel. Okay. Plants are autotrophs and they are cultivated in a large scale by human beings for their own food and survival. Okay. That's why these plants are cultivated in a large scale and they are called crops. There are two major types of crops. They are kharif crop and rabi crops. What are kharif crops? Kharif crops are the ones which are sown in rainy season. It will be from June to September. These are called kharif crops, and some excellent examples are paddy, then maize, then we can say soya bean are there. Then rabi crops. Rabi crops are the ones which are sown in winter season. We can see some examples as wheat, linseed, mustard, etc. Now we are going for the agricultural practices of crop production. Why we are going for agricultural practices? Because when we are moving in a agricultural practices in the correct way, then only we will be having better yield of the crops. Okay, what are the agricultural practices? There are 7 practices, dears. They are: first one, preparation of soil; second one, sowing; third one, adding manure and fertilizer; and the fourth one, irrigation; and the fifth one is protection from weeds; and the sixth one is harvesting; and the seventh one is storage. Okay, it is very difficult for you to learn, I think. For that, I have made some mnemonics for you. I will be always with you as I know your difficulties, and I will help you in the way which I can. That's why for here I have made mnemonics. See here, Sunday Sai prepared hot soup. What is the specialty of it? There is no specialty. Sunday Sai prepared hot soup. That's all. But it is helpful for us in learning the things. First one, preparation of soil. Soil Sunday. Preparation of soil is the first one. S for preparation of soil. Second one, S again. What is that? It is sowing. Third one, A, adding manure and fertilizer. Fourth one, I is irrigation. And the next one is P, protection from weeds. H means harvesting, and S for storage. Isn't it easy? This is the way we can easily remind the things. Okay. What is the first one? Preparation of soil. We have to answer 3 questions, dears. If you are able to answer 3 questions, the things will be very easy for you. First is what preparation of soil means. What is the preparation of soil? Preparation of soil. What is that? Preparation of soil is the one in which we are making the soil loose and turning the soil. This is the question for what the answer is given. Then the second question is why? Why we are doing this thing? It's not for time passing. It's for a special purpose. The purpose is it makes the soil loose. It makes the soil loose. Moreover, earthworm, microbes and many other bacteria will be grown. So that the soil will be fertile again. That's why we are doing this preparation of soil. And the third question is how we are doing it. How we are doing it? With the help of tools. What all tools they are used over here? Here I am showing you plow. What is a plow? Plow is the one which helps for the preparation of soil. It is having, can you see the plow shaft and plowshare? This plowshare is the iron bar which helps to dig the soil in a little amount so that the soil will be irregular so that the air can enter easily in it. Okay, that's about the plow. And the second one is hoe. Hoe is also like this, and it is having the iron beam which is able to plow the soil in a good way. And the third one is cultivator. Cultivator tractors are used, and some iron bars are there, and that helps for preparing the soil very neatly. This is one about the preparation of soil. I think it is easy. Only one question you can expect here. What is plow or what is tilling? Preparation of soil is called tilling, and preparation of soil and turning the soil is called tilling, or it is also called plow. Okay, this is the question which is expected. Small question can be expected from that part. Second one is sowing. What is the sowing? Sowing means we are putting the seeds, high quality seeds in the soil. That is called sowing. Then how we can see which soil is good? We have to select soil according to 4 criteria. First one, the seed should be of good quality. Second one, the seed should give you better yield. Third one, the seed should be of different variety. High variety of seed should be there. And the fourth one, the seed should be healthy. These are the 4 criteria we have to choose the seed for. Okay, if the seed is passing these 4 criteria, it is very good seed and it can be sown. Okay. Now, how we can see whether which seed is good, which is healthy and which is the healthy-less one. Okay, which is the weak one and which is the healthy one. There is a technique. Take the handful of seed and take a big beaker and put it over that beaker with full of water. Okay, yes? So what happens if the healthy seed is there? The seed will go down because it is heavy one. If the seed is lighter and it is hollow, it will be seen in the top, so that we can remove the weak seeds or bad seeds, and we can take the healthy one and we can go for sowing. Okay, this is the way. Is it clear? Okay. Then the next question is how we are able to do it. It can be done by manual also, and also by using seed drills. How we are doing is we are taking the seeds and we are using the seed drills for cultivating seeds. How the seed drills are working? Seed drills are working in such a way that the seeds will be evenly distributed among the field. Why the seeds has to be evenly distributed? If the seeds are overcrowding, what will happen, you know? If the seeds are overcrowding, the seeds will not be able to grow properly, and the light, the water, everything will be not evenly given or evenly get to the seeds. That's why the seeds will not be able to grow properly. That's why it has to be evenly distributed. Seed drills is an excellent machine which helps to sow the seed, as well as it helps to close the mud so that the birds will not be able to pick the seed and eat it. Okay. Now this is also over. Then the third one is adding manure and fertilizer. Why the manure and fertilizer to be added? For getting nutrients to the plants. We are not sure whether the soil is having enough nutrients within it. So we have to add extra nutrients for the soil so that the plants can grow in a healthy way and better yield can be resulted. So we have to add manure or fertilizer. Okay. What is the manure and fertilizer the same? No. Fertilizer is different, manure is different. Manure is the one which the farmers are making by their own. How they are making? They are taking a big pit in the soil, and in the pit they are adding plant waste as well as animal waste. After some days, they can see these animal and plant waste has been decomposed. Who is doing this decomposition? It is done by earthworms as well as some bacteria present in the soil. So they will decompose it, and the resultant will be organic matter. This organic matter is very good for the soil, and they are adding these for the plants for the better growth. This is what manuring. This will be an excellent question for you. What is manuring and how it is done? It is done by farmers, and how the way I have explained it. Okay. We are coming to the case of fertilizer. What is fertilizer? Fertilizer is the one which is not cultivated or made up by farmers. It is done in factories. It will be rich in nutrients. Okay, it can be seen. It will be having higher amount of nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and some other minerals which are essential for the plant growth. Okay, these are called fertilizers. Now we are seeing the difference between fertilizer and deers. Here in this board, I have shown you the difference between fertilizer and manure. Fertilizer are the chemicals which are rich in nutrients, a particular nutrient like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, anything like that. Manure is the one which are not prepared by the factories, but they are prepared by the farmers. Okay, and the second one, fertilizer makes the soil less fertile. What is fertilizer doing? It makes the soil less fertile. But what about the manure? Manure improves the soil texture. Manure increases or improves the soil texture. Then the third point is it causes water pollution. The fertilizer which we are adding in a more times, frequent times, what will happen is water pollution will be caused. But what about the manure? Manure improves the water retain capacity of the soil. That means the soil will be able to suck the water and the water retain capacity will be proper when we are using manure. These are the main difference between fertilizer and a manure. Now you decide which is the best. Is it fertilizer or manure? We have to add manure more to the soil and we have to use the fertilizer in a less quantity. There is one more way through which we can increase the fertility. That is crop rotation. As in the 7th standard, we have discussed the importance of rhizobium bacteria. Do you remember? In the last year, you may have learned. This rhizobium bacteria helps to fix nitrogen in the soil so that the plants will be able to suck the nitrogen so that the plants will be healthy and all the nutrients they will get all the nutrients. So the crop rotation also helps for improve the fertility of the soil. Okay. Then we are moving for the next one, that is irrigation. What is irrigation? Irrigation is the one process by which we are adding water to the soil so that the plants can or the seeds can germinate easily and the plants can be grown in a healthy. All this is called irrigation. We have to add water in a frequent manner. Means water has to be added not in much more but not in much less. The water should be proper to the soil. Okay, this is irrigation. Why we have to add this water? Water helps for the better growth of the crops. Second thing, it helps to hold the root properly on the ground and the roots can suck the water easily and the nutrients will be in the liquid form. The nutrients in the liquid form can be sucked easily by the roots and it helps for the better growth of the crop. Okay, it also hold the plants from frost and hot air current. Okay, for these two purposes the water is very essential. Now, what are the ways through which we can do the irrigation? Irrigation can be done in the traditional way. It is called chain. It is called moat or chain pump. All these helps for this irrigation in the traditional way. But now, as modern way, we can say there are two main ways for the irrigation. One is sprinkle system and the second is drip system. What is sprinkle system? The perpendicular pipes will be there and in the pipes when they are so long there will be small openings through which a small tube will be arising and so that the water can be pushed out. The water will be sprinkled in every field. It is called sprinkled cultivation, sprinkled way of irrigation. And the second is drip irrigation, means there are small tubes of the pipe near the roots of the plants so that the plants will be able to get drop by drop of water so that the plants will be able to have enough water, not in the much more quantity and not in the less quantity, and the plants can grow easily. This is the drip system. Okay, two systems, sprinkle system as well as drip system we have discussed. This is about the irrigation. And the fifth one is protection from weeds. Why? What are weeds? Weeds are the unwanted plants which are grown along with the crops. They are called weeds. They have to be removed from the plants, from among the crops. Why they have to be removed? If they are not being removed, these weeds will also take the nutrients from the soil, as well as these weeds will take the sunlight. All these things will be taken by the weeds and they will grow much more better than the crops. So it has to be removed from the soil. This is this is called protection. This has to be taken in a better way, because otherwise if the weeds are much more, the crops will not be cultivated in a large quantity. So it has to be removed. Then how it can be removed? It can be removed by manual way is the best way. We can pick the weeds and take off. Okay, the second way is we have to add weedicide to it. What is weedicide? Weedicide is a chemical which is also mixed with water, and we have to spray this weedicide, so that when weedicide is sprayed, the weeds will be destroyed, but the crop will not be having any problem. Crops can grow better, but the weed will be destroyed. This is called weedicide. What is the problem is the weedicide is very poisonous substance. If the farmers are spraying it, they may have some infections. So they have to wipe their mouth as well as nose with a towel, and then only they have to do this weedicide. Okay, this is all about protection from weeds. Now we are moving for the harvesting. Okay, what is this harvesting? Harvesting is we are cutting the crop from the base. See, this is not the rice, but still I'm saying if it is rice, it has to be cut from the base. We are not picking the top of the crop. We are cutting from the base itself. So all these will be having it. How can it be done? With the help of traditional way is by using sickle. Can you see the sickle? Sickle, can you see the sickle? Through this sickle, with the help of the sickle, the farmers used to cut the crops from the base which is near the ground. Then what they have to do with it? They have to remove the crop from this chaff. This is called chaff. What is this called? Consider it as paddy. I know, and you all know that it's not paddy. Just for making you understand, I am taking it. So this is paddy. If it is paddy, and here the crop is grown, this full is chaff, and the crop is also along with it. We are removing the crop from the chaff. This name is called threshing. What is it called? Threshing. Threshing is the name. And how it is done? It is done with the help of a machine called combine. Combine is a machine which helps for harvesting as well as threshing. Now there is one more machine which is called winnowing machine. It also helps for this threshing. Okay. Now we are moving for the last technique, that is storage. It is very important here. Up to harvesting, if it is done, the storage is also very, very essential. Why? Because if the grains are removed from the chaff, the grain will be having moisture. If the grains are stored without removing the moisture, fungus or bacteria or microorganisms will affect the grains, and full pack of grains will be decayed. So we have to put the grains in sunlight for 1 or 2 days, so that the moisture will be removed properly. Then only we have to go for the storage. Storage can be done in gunny bags. If the amount is very less, we can store it in jute bags, gunny bags and all. Sometimes if it is in big quantity, we are storing it in granaries and all. Okay, these all are about how the crops are produced and how they are managed. Okay, from this what you are understanding? For getting a single rice or single wheat, the farmers are doing this much techniques in a correct way. So what we have to do, we should not waste even a single rice or single wheat, maize, whatever it is. The farmer is shedding his sweat for all these things. We are getting it easily. Okay, so we should not waste even a single food. Okay, dears. Now again we are moving for animals also. Here in the lesson, in the last paragraph, they have said about the animal. What is animal husbandry? Like the crops, the animals are also protected and the animals are given shelter and food so that the animals can be grown in the highest. What we are understanding from this? We are understanding that the farmers are shedding their sweat and blood for making these kinds of food for us. It is very easy for us to get, you are thinking, but it is not so easy, right? So what we have to do, we should not waste even a single grain of food. Can it be rice or wheat or maize or paddy or groundnut or soya bean, whatever the food we are using, you should not waste even a single grain of food. Okay, we are closing the lesson. Now this is your question time. Be ready with that. The questions I am asking, are you ready, dears? Okay, let's go. Term used for the process of separation of grain from chaff is. The term used for the process of separation of grains from chaff is dash. First question. And the second question is process of loosening and turning of soil is dash. Process of loosening and turning of soil is dash. Third question, system of irrigation where the water is supplied drop by drop is dash system. System of irrigation where water is supplied drop by drop is dash system. You can write the answer in comment box. We can meet you in the next class.